Kelly and Ronald were looking for a guitarist to play in the band because the guitar player that my brothers had in the band had quit. And they heard about this guy in the village and played very well. And they just found him and, hey man, play something for me. I can't. My guitar's in the pawn shop. Get his guitar out. Play something for me. I can't.
Things were tight.
Because my guitar doesn't have any strings on it.
And then when we bought the strings, and then he was saying, man, I heard all about you guys. And he was putting the strings on the guitar. And I'm listening. And he said, after he got the string, he turned the guitar was turning around, and he's left-handed, you know. Turned, and he started, he said, I like that song that y'all had called Twist and Shout. And he started playing it. I said, oh my, you know, we had it right away.
Could introduce you to the rest of the brothers in the band. We got rehearsals, you know, in a couple of days. I can't make rehearsals in New Jersey because I do not have a place to stay. All right, these are your worldly goods here? Come on with us and you can stay in a spare bedroom we have at my mother's house. So they're leaving and they say, you know, by the way, you know, Jimmy, you play very well, but the guitar you have is kind of scruffy looking. If you're gonna play with us, we gotta get you a new axe. Really? He's like, yeah, what kind do you want? Can I have a white Stratocaster? Yes. Oh my God. So when he comes into the house, to our house for the first time, he has a brand new guitar with a brand new guitar case, and he plays it like this. And he plays, I never heard, I'm 11 years old at the time, I never heard, and all the musicians I had heard, never heard anybody play a guitar like that.
And when we did our first gig, man, it just changed the whole band. It changed the whole band. He stood out in front of them, man, and like people went crazy over him, you know.
And he had stage presence. He had a good sense of humor. He was respectful, polite. He learned very fast. He would start a band before the first rehearsal was over. And, you know, from like the jump, he was given preferential treatment, which, you know, some of the guys in the band, it rubbed him the wrong way, but place. Because it turns out that person that you never know who you're dealing with or who you're rubbing elbows with. The night that the Beatles played on Ed Sullivan for the first time, on our couch is me on the left side, Marvin, the youngest brother, on the right side, and Jimi Hendrix in the middle. And when Ed Sullivan said, ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles, there was no clap of thunder. You don't know what the future holds. It's indelible. And
you never forget the Ed Sullivan moment.
Oh, no. And a couple of days after that, 2 or 3 days after that, there was a meeting with the whole band. And amongst other things, Kelly said, now this new English band changed everything. And, you know, I don't know what it's going to be like even for Elvis himself. But I think we're going to be all right because they do Shout and Twist and Shout. And they got 2 guitar players. But we got Jimmy. And when he said, but we got Jimmy, I looked over at Jimmy, and Jimmy was grinning from ear to ear at that remark. It's like, yeah, you know, so.
One of the group members of the Isley Brothers, that is Rundolph, a man who actually was very influential and part of the Isley Brothers group, has passed away. Rundolph was just 84 years old. This is a man who actually formed the unit, or who was part of the unit that actually rocked us for over 60 years of great top class and top-notch music. The Isley Brothers group actually was formed way back close to 50 years ago. And it had a couple of band members, the likes of Rundolph, who actually just passed away. There was Ronald, and then there was Kelly and Vernon, who actually passed on early on at a very young age. This is a band that has actually giving us so many hit songs, so many present legends, the likes of Ice Cube and Notorious B.I.G. have always sampled their songs, and their records have been so immense in that they were even actually knighted into the rock, the Hall of Fame. And it's been really very wonderful to listen to them. And over the years, they have been one of the top band groups. Rundolph, by the way, just a few years ago, has been in a legal battle with his brother, that is Ronald, because he believed that he formed part of the ownership of this group, and it was equally shared in terms of ownership. But of course, Ronald went ahead and registered the trademark, that is the Isley Brothers band group, as the sole owner, and this is what triggered Rundolph to actually go to courts of law to claim that his own brother, that is Ronald, registered this brand as a sole owner, which wasn't the case because they equally divided the ownership into themselves. So he was in the legal battle, and it's believed that all rights, loyalties, and everything that was coming from the band wasn't even given to him at all. It was all shared alone by his own brother, that is Ronald. Rundolph was actually very influential, like I told you, together with O'Kelly, Ronald, and Vernon. And according to what the reports are coming in to say, TMZ specifically said the cause of death must have been a heart attack that actually made to lose these legendary artists. But other reports are saying that over the years he has been struggling with health-related issues, and it's been as a result of natural causes that he has passed on. In this moment in time, we'll keep sending our deepest condolences to all the fans globally, and also the family, plus everyone who was very close to the legend that is Rundolph. In this moment in time, all we can say is continue resting in power, the King, Rundolph Isley. We'll be bringing you the funeral and memorial service updates when the family avails that information.